divided up into two areas. His personal commitment, whereby Paul says, my brother, my companion, my fellow soldier. To general commitments, your messenger and your minister. Look at it in verse 25. Yet I suppose it necessary to send to you Epaphroditus, my brother and companion in labor and fellow soldier, but your messenger and he that ministered to my wants. The first thing, men, that we need to be committed to, and that is, we need to be committed brothers. The word brother here in the original is alphados. And it is a word that carries from the womb. Whether or not Epaphroditus was actually a physical from the womb brother of Paul, we don't know. But one of the things we know is that he was a faithful brother. Someone from the womb, or someone from the blood, or someone who is my own countryman. Paul considers him a brother. That's what the word can be used for. Someone from the womb, someone from the blood, or someone from my home, someone from my countrymen. He is my brother. But we know what it looks like to be someone from the womb. You have brothers and sisters who are your family members. They are your brothers. We know how this extends throughout all humanity, that we are all related. There is a brotherhood of humanity simply because we all were born. Doesn't give us salvation. That's another brotherhood. You need power to be in that brotherhood by way of the gospel. But there is a general brotherhood that we have. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, you are. Love your neighbor as yourself because he's your brother. Brothers by blood, but also brothers by countrymen. I was looking at this and I thought about Pop Wallace. I never saw someone who loved Mississippi as much as Pop Wallace.
That's true.
As a matter of fact, I had the privilege of going and taking a southern trip, and I told my wife that we were headed down to Alabama to visit with her. Her father was still living, and we were visiting with his sister there that we soon brought back. And I said, while we're here, we're going to go down to Mississippi. We're going to Itabena. We're going to visit with Sister Powell's mother. So we had a wonderful time in visiting in Mississippi. And I remember coming back and talking to Pop Wallace about that. I said, Pop Wallace, I just got back from Mississippi. My first time being in Mississippi. You know, he reached in his pocket and gave me $5. He gave me $5. It was almost as if I made the pilgrimage to Mississippi. He was so happy that I went to Mississippi. I was so happy to get the $5 until I thought maybe that's just something that people would do from Mississippi. So I tried to find everybody I know from Mississippi. That's why I was in Mississippi. Maybe I get some more money. But Pop Wallace, anybody from there, oh, you would see him radiate. There's something about the countrymen and a brotherhood that existed. Paul says that Epaphroditus is my brother. And men, we must work on being committed brothers one to another. We have to be committed in our brotherhood. You know the tendency for all of us is to stand alone. We don't need anybody. I don't need any help. I'm an island. And we oftentimes act that way. But we need to be committed to each other in a brotherhood so that when one brother is hurting, we can assist that brother. So often men are suffering in silence because we don't oftentimes like to talk about our problems and our issues. A lot of times it's because we're not heard. It takes time, patience for wives to listen to their husbands. It takes time. We talked about this when we dealt with marriage and communication. But men have to be heard. Because remember, however long it takes, out of the heart flows the issues of life. And trust me, we got a lot of issues.